Okay, Scott, good morning. So this is going to be the way, and I need to clean this up obviously, but I just got finished doing some testing. And this is going to be the configuration of what was your deep switch. This is actually going to function as a bit of a gain boost. So when your switch is in the lower position like this, you'll have this resistor here, which will give you a bit of a mid scoop type of a tone. When you bring the switch up, it'll engage this one, which will give you a nice thick gain boost across the spectrum. And I'm really happy with the way this came out. So you have, in essence, this here, this lug here will be going to ground, right here. And this one here will be the output of the switch. And this will go over to that, that lug number 1 over on the base pot. So very happy with the performance of these values in the circuit. You still have control over your tone. There's no annoying oscillations here. You are going to get some increase in white noise in the background. That is just something that is going to come along with a bump and gain in a circuit like this. But the lead dress is sufficient to prevent oscillations. I've already got a shielded cable running to the grids on this side of the preamp, so we're good to go. Lyle, cool chatting with you and waxing technical. This is what, well, for my ear, what works best for me, and then we'll get this installed and run some tests. But it sounds so good that I'm tempted to not even suggest doing the negative feedback trick. Although it would be nice for what is now the normal channel to have a little trick up its sleeve. And maybe a boost in that high-end presence that would give. So we'll see. All right. All right. And if you're interested in looking at it as a diagram, this will probably be the most helpful because this, just the way the light shines on it, it's kind of hard to capture where the leads are going, and that there are gaps here that will prevent shorting. And then these things will be more out of the way once I have, these are points to tie the other leads to. This will be ground, and this will go over to the base pod on that first lug. So you can take a peek here and see probably in a more clear manner what's going on. Your lower position, or the quote-unquote off, will give you more of a scooped twin type of a tone. And then flipping the switch up or to the quote-unquote on position will kick in a 100K resistor. And then again, this for me is what just does it for me. There's no oscillations, only some increase, commensurate increase in background noise, white noise, which is what you'll get with that increase in gain. But it's a beautiful thing. Again, the tone controls are still somewhat functional. They're not completely removed. And then you have control over the high end as well with the treble pods. Though I typically like to implement that negative feedback trick so I can add a little bit of presence on top of that. But this is a good compromise. It just sounds so good with a Strat, and I'm going to go ahead and get my humbucker guitar set up as well, because it's just going to be, it's just lovely. And what we ended up doing is not making this into a pseudo Marshall. It's just, for my taste, it's an embellished, overdriven Fender sound that, does it do the gainy British stuff? Sure it does, but it's just inherently an American tone. It can be tight with palm mutes. It just has a thick and chewy type of a feel and tone to it, which is what I love. Just guttural mid-range, lovely, lovely.